Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10's Dale Moss gave a shocking answer when asked if he'd be open to an engagement on the show. Dale, 36, first appeared in Claire Crawley's Bachelorette season, during which they floored everyone by getting engaged and leaving the show together just 12 days after meeting on premiere night in July 2020. However, in January 2021, they briefly broke up, but reconciled soon after, only to break up for good in September 2021. Claire is now married to Ryan Dawkins, and they have a 1-year-old daughter, Rowan, while Dale is joining Bachelor in Paradise Season 10. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10's Dale Moss gave a shocking answer when asked if he'd be open to an engagement on the show. In an interview with Us Weekly, when asked if he was open to an engagement, Dale shockingly admitted that he wasn't completely opposed to it. He shared, "Paradise has a lot of options. I've realized that it takes time to really get to know somebody, and you find out a lot when you step off a show, and I think things don't have to be rushed. So never say never 'cause it happened before. But I've learned a lot on just how I approach relationships, and you gotta take time to find out what's right." What Dale Moss' possible Bachelor in Paradise engagement means. Dale is still open to the possibility of a fast proposal. The fact that Dale isn't opposed to another fast proposal during Bachelor in Paradise means that his failed engagement to Claire hasn't jaded him. He was also in a relationship with Gailey Alex from 2022 to 2024, which was another good sign that he's still searching for his true love. In addition, if he said that he wasn't open to an engagement, it might have discouraged women on the beach from dating him. However, Dale's openness to getting engaged again could also be viewed as a sign that he didn't learn anything from his whirlwind romance with Claire. It could also then lead to another breakup. Dale shouldn't rush into another engagement. Even though the timeline of Bachelor in Paradise is a bit longer than the 12 days that Dale knew Claire before he proposed to her, it's still only about a month or so in length, so it's definitely not enough time for two people to truly get to know each other. In addition, some couples don't even meet until later in the season, so their time together is even shorter. I don't think that Dale should rush into another engagement during Bachelor in Paradise Season 10, because it will only make it seem as though he doesn't take proposing seriously. Instead, I hope that Dale finds a lasting relationship in Costa Rica during Bachelor in Paradise, and he leaves with the intention of continuing to date that person in the real world. As he said, it takes time to really get to know someone, and he shouldn't jump into an engagement due to the pressures of the show like he and Claire did during The Bachelorette. I think Dale has good intentions, and if he thinks rationally, he might find true love during Bachelor in Paradise just beginning to dip below the horizon at the picturesque shores of Bachelor in Paradise. The soft waves kissed the sandy beach as contestants mingled, laughs echoing through the warm summer air. Among them was Dale Moss, a man whose journey in the Bachelor franchise had already captivated millions. Known for his charm, athleticism, and undeniable charisma, Dale was no stranger to the spotlight. But tonight, he was about to drop a bombshell that would shake the entire Paradise. As cameras rolled and fans waited anxiously, Dale stood before the crowd of hopeful romantics, his eyes sparkling with a mixture of excitement and nerves. Taking a deep breath, he cleared his throat and said, "I have something important to share with all of you, and with the world." The beach fell silent. The murmurs stopped. The suspense was palpable. "I'm here with more than just a hope to find love," Dale began, voice steady but heartfelt. "I'm here with a plan to get engaged, right here, right now, on Bachelor in Paradise." Gasps and stunned whispers erupted across the sandy set. Engagement? On the show? For Dale Moss? The news was unexpected, even to the most seasoned fans of the franchise. Chapter 2. The Journey That Led Here. Dale's path to Bachelor in Paradise was anything but typical. after his memorable run on The Bachelorette, where his romance with Claire Crawley ignited a passionate fan following. He had stepped away from the franchise spotlight for a while. But the ache for genuine connection and the lure of Paradise's romance drew him back. Despite his popularity and past heartbreaks, Dale insisted this time was different. He was no longer just searching for love, he was ready to commit. "I've grown a lot," he confided in a private interview. "This isn't about the show anymore. It's about me finding my forever." Chapter 3: The Woman Who Stole His Heart. Enter the dazzling newcomer, Mia, a radiant, down-to-earth woman with a heart as vast as the ocean. From the moment their eyes met across the tiki torchlit beach, sparks flew. Unlike the whirlwind romances that sometimes took over the show, their connection felt grounded, authentic. Day by day, their bond deepened. Long conversations under starry skies, shared laughter, and vulnerable moments revealed two souls perfectly in sync. The cast and crew whispered in amazement, "Was this the real deal?" Chapter 4: Planning the Perfect Proposal. Behind the scenes, Dale and the producers crafted a proposal that would be both intimate and unforgettable. "It has to be special," Dale insisted. "This is not just for me, but for Mia and all the fans who've supported us." The plan was to create a sunset beach setting, surrounded by their closest castmates, friends, and the show's crew. A live serenade by a surprise musical guest, rose petals leading the way, and the iconic Bachelor in Paradise lanterns illuminating the night. Chapter 5: The Shocking Reveal. On the day of the proposal, the entire cast gathered on the beach, the energy electric with anticipation. Cameras caught every moment, from Dale's nervous pacing to Mia's hopeful smile. As the sun dipped into the sea, Dale took Mia's hand and led her down the lantern-lit path. He dropped to one knee, the waves gently crashing behind him. "I know we've only known each other a short time," he began, voice thick with emotion, "but every moment with you has been the most real and beautiful part of this journey. Will you marry me?" Mia's eyes filled with tears. The beach erupted in cheers. Chapter 6: Aftermath and Reactions. Social media exploded overnight. Fans flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, with reactions ranging from ecstatic congratulations to skeptical questions about the timing and authenticity. Dale took to his Instagram Live the next day to address the rumors. "I want everyone to know this isn't a stunt," he said firmly. "This is real love. Mia and I are committed to building a life together, and we wanted to share that moment with the world." Chapter 7: What This Means for Bachelor in Paradise. Dale's surprise engagement shifted the entire dynamic of the season. Other contestants, inspired and curious, began to reflect on their own journeys. Could a Bachelor in Paradise engagement be the next big trend? The producers began to hint at new twists, promising fans a season full of love, surprises, and heart-stopping moments. Chapter 8: The Future Beyond Paradise. As the cameras stopped rolling and the Paradise sunsets faded into reality, Dale and Mia faced the exciting challenge of transitioning from reality TV fame to real-life commitment. Interviews revealed their plans for the future, from wedding plans to possible joint business ventures and charitable work. "We want to build a future that's bigger than just the show," Dale said. "This is just the beginning." Bonus: fan reactions and theories. The story wouldn't be complete without diving into the passionate fan base. From detailed social media analyses to fan theories predicting potential challenges in Dale and Mia's relationship, the engagement became a cultural moment that redefined expectations for Bachelor in Paradise. The sun was setting over the pristine beaches of Mexico, where the latest season of Bachelor in Paradise was unfolding with its usual cocktail of romance, drama, and surprise. But this season held an unprecedented twist, and it came straight from one of the most talked-about contestants, Dale Moss. Dale, known for his charismatic smile and undeniable charm, was no stranger to the Bachelor Nation fan base. After making waves in The Bachelor Season 25, where his connection with Claire Crawley turned into a whirlwind romance. Fans had been eagerly watching his journey ever since. Now, back on Bachelor in Paradise, Dale was about to drop a bombshell that would leave everyone, both cast and crew, utterly stunned. The calm before the storm. On the surface, the days at Paradise were picturesque. Sandy beaches kissed by turquoise waves, flirtatious glances over tropical cocktails, and late-night bonfires where secrets were shared and hearts opened. Dale was blending in like the pro he was, but behind those piercing eyes was a secret he had kept tightly locked away, until now. It all started during a casual afternoon by the pool when the cameras caught Dale walking away from the group with a serious look on his face. Production buzzed with speculation, but no one could have predicted what he was about to reveal. A confession under the palms. Gathering a small group of contestants around him, Dale's usually easygoing demeanor turned earnest. The tension was palpable as he took a deep breath and said, "There's something I need to tell all of you. Something that's been on my heart for a long time." Eyes widened, whispers spread like wildfire. Was he about to quit? Reveal a secret romance? The group leaned in closer. "I'm here not just for the experience, or to find love again," Dale began, his voice steady but charged with emotion. "I'm here with plans to get engaged. Yes, engaged." The silence that followed was deafening. Shockwaves through Paradise. At first, some contestants exchanged confused looks, while others burst into whispered speculations. Engagement on Bachelor in Paradise? That was rare. The show was typically a place for fresh starts and connections, but official engagement plans on the horizon? That was almost unheard of. Dale continued, "I've been talking with someone special, someone outside this show, and I want you all to know, because this changes how I'll be navigating these weeks." Rumors erupted. Who was this mystery person? Was Dale still committed to a past love? How would this affect the budding romances blossoming in Paradise? Behind the scenes, the mystery woman. Later that evening, away from the cameras, Dale opened up in a heartfelt interview with the producers. The woman he spoke of was none other than Michelle, a figure from his past who had re-entered his life just months before the show started filming. Michelle wasn't just a girlfriend, she was someone Dale had envisioned a future with. But the timing and circumstances of his journey with Bachelor in Paradise had complicated everything. "I didn't expect to find myself back here, let alone juggling feelings and commitments," Dale confessed. "But Michelle and I have been planning a life together, and this season, I want to make that official." Contestants react: love, betrayal, and support. News of Dale's revelation swept through Paradise like wildfire. Some contestants felt betrayed, especially those who had begun to build genuine connections with him. One contestant, visibly upset, told the cameras, "It's hard to compete when you know someone's heart is already taken. It feels unfair." Others were more understanding. They admired Dale's honesty and bravery to share such news amidst the intense pressure of the show. "It takes guts to be that vulnerable," said a fellow contestant. "We're all here chasing something real, and sometimes that means facing hard truths." The proposal plan unfolds. As days passed, Dale and Michelle's story slowly unfolded. Dale was candid about how he planned to propose, a surprise moment filmed secretly for a special episode, blending the reality of the show with his real-life love story. He described a sunset proposal on the beach, with friends from Paradise watching from a distance, capturing the raw emotion of the moment. It was a plan that fused romance, suspense, and reality TV magic. Drama and doubt. The critics speak up. Of course, with the dramatic nature of reality TV, not everyone was convinced. Critics and fans debated whether Dale's engagement plan was genuine or a strategic move to boost ratings. Social media exploded with hashtags like #DaleEngaged and #ParadisShock. Some accused him of using the show as a publicity stunt, while others celebrated the rare honesty in a world of scripted romance. Behind the curtain, the emotional toll. The pressure weighed heavily on Dale. Being caught between reality TV drama and real-life love was no easy feat. In a tearful confession, he shared, "I want to do right by Michelle, by myself, and by everyone here. But it's tough when your private life becomes public entertainment." The big moment, engagement day. Finally, the day of the proposal arrived. As the golden sun dipped below the horizon, casting fiery hues across the sky, Dale led Michelle to a secluded part of the beach, where a circle of candles flickered softly in the twilight. Surrounded by hushed breaths and pounding hearts, Dale got down on one knee. "Michelle," he said, voice thick with emotion, "you've been my anchor, my inspiration, and my future. Will you marry me?" Tears streamed down Michelle's cheeks as she nodded, "Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes." A new chapter begins. The cameras caught every heartfelt moment, immortalizing a genuine love story in the midst of Paradise's usual chaos. Contestants cheered, some wiping away tears, others smiling through the bittersweet mix of joy and envy. For Dale, this was more than just a proposal. It was a declaration that even in a world of drama, real love could triumph.